how your vagina becomes when you get older. My name is Dr. David Ayim. I am in Bamenda, Cameroon. I am your midwife, your reproductive health expert. Please, if you have not joined Dr. David Reproductive Health channel, please do now. Just by touching the subscription button, you will be subscribed. Then like and share. If you touch the notification bell, you will always have our updates as soon as we upload. We upload on daily basis by the grace of God. Teaching reproductive health. The areas that very few people are comfortable talking about. That is what I have studied and chosen to be your teacher on the media. Thank you. This topic, understanding the changes that take place in the vagina as a woman gets older. Now, understand that even from birth, a baby girl observes or there are changes, that take place as the vagina grows and develops. Yet, at the time when a lady reaches puberty, that is age of sexual maturity, another transformation and another set of changes occur there. Very physiological, biological, natural. That is the same way as the woman is aging, maybe reaching menopause. The vagina also undergoes changes. And then as she's getting old and old, there are certain changes. You need to understand them about nature so you can stay healthy, so you can understand how to cope with the changes that are natural. It is not witchcraft. It is not man-made. It is nature. When you have the knowledge, you can better take decisions on a lifestyle to live. Number one, the vagina skin, the wall of the vagina becomes thin. Thin, it's no more thick. Because there's less growth of surface cells. The cells on the surface do not grow again fast. So the walls become thin. Number two, vaginal walls start having less folds. A very healthy vagina has, the inner wall is thrown into folds. We refer to this fold as a rugae. One of the things that make the vagina, elastic. You feel that it's just a small hole, but if it stretches very well, it can contain a lot. It can be very long because nature has thrown in folds. It looks like a spring. You can see even in a car, under the car, there are certain springs that are round like that. They twist them. It could only be at this size, but if they straighten it, you see that it's very long. So nature had wrapped the vaginal walls in that kind of way, in folds, which permits it to be able to allow considerable stretching. And so anything can pass there gently and then it stretches without harm. But now, as the lady grows old, these folds reduce. They start becoming rigid. Okay? Now, number three, there is loss of muscle tone in all the organs of the body, including that of the vagina. The muscle can no more contract very adequately. The muscles seem to be flaccid. The muscles seem to be weaker. As she gets old, the muscles on the walls that could promote even some kind of little contractions and relaxation, contraction and relaxation. Such muscles become weaker. This is why sometimes you see, you now notice that the tissues begin to fall, begin to collapse, begin to sag. There's some degree of sagging, okay, as the lady grows old, especially after menopause and advancing. Number 4, there is vaginal dryness. It is very obvious that the wetness of the vagina is not going to be there. Remember, I taught in one of the lessons that vaginal walls normally do not have secretory cells. So they do not secrete. They do not have secretory glands. So the walls of the vagina do not secrete. Secretions either come from the Bartolet's glands from outside or from the cervix from inside, and then passing through the vagina, keeping it always moist. Now, you will understand that number 5 point is that cervical mucus greatly reduces or becomes absent. This is one of the reasons why you find even vagina dry up. Because the cervix has secretory glands and then it secretes mucus, and sometimes the mucus becomes more watery and is draining out, passing through the vagina, keeping it moist. As you get old, this doesn't happen the same again. You know that there is this hormone we call estrogen that actually bring up and promote these secretions and soften the system and make the system moist, okay, and make the system more active, more alive. But as somebody is getting old, he has reached menopause and crossing menopause, estrogen has been withdrawn, is no more available, and so there is going to be a lot of changes because of the absence of this hormone, estrogen. Now, number 6, there's less secretion from the Bartolet's glands. A lady may even desire or wish to have fun, to have sex, to have an opposite sex, to play, to do some, to excite herself and then maybe have sexual intercourse. But whatever she does not cause secretions from the Bartolet's glands, which are just on the vulva at the entrance to the vagina. Whereas when she was still at puberty, when she was still reproductively healthy and strong, the least sexual stimulation will cause those glands to secrete and the whole place become watery and slimy and smooth and lubricated. But as she gets old, even these glands become insufficient in their nature. They cannot even secrete the mucus again. All of that results to the dryness, overall dryness. If the woman must engage in a sexual process, then she needs lubrication. And we always will advise for people to take the advice of the pharmacist. Go to the pharmacy, get a pharmacist who understands the drugs very well, this pharmaceutical product well. They will give you the best advice for the best vaginal lubricants. Not all lubricants you find in the market are good for vagina. The pharmacist will tell you. So as you get old, sometimes to be able to enjoy sex, it should be lubricated because the natural system cannot lubricate it. So you avoid bruises, you avoid trauma, wounds, pains, infections, and all the like. Number 7, there is absence. No, we have talked about absence of cervical mucus. I already explained that point. Then sexual intercourse is painful. Becomes more and more painful as you get old. Reasons for which you have to involve lubricant or make up your mind to stay away from it. So the decision is yours. When we counsel, we give you several options to meet up a desire. When you really have the feeling that you wish to enjoy sex again, then there is a way you gradually work up. Okay, and then make sure that it is well lubricated and then it's gentle and doesn't pain and doesn't crack, cause wounds, as we said. Number 8, the vaginal walls become less elastic. Of course, it cannot pull again much long. So it is not like a full erect penis can just force pass through. The tissues are a bit stiff now. They cannot easily be pulled. They are less elastic. Okay. Now, number 9, the depth of the vagina becomes short. Vagina seems now shorter, as if it's not deep again. Yes, because tissues begin to shrink as you get old. Know this, please, so you don't get yourself worked up and get disturbed. Number 10, the vagina becomes narrow. As it begins to shrink, the passage becomes narrow. That is why sometimes the same penis of your partner you had been used to, you start noticing like it is very difficult to pass through the vagina. The vagina is shrinking and so becoming narrow. This is something that we need to understand, please, so that the decisions we make in life will help us to sustain well. Now, one of the last points I'll talk is, there is less sensation in the vagina, leading to low libido, meaning to generalized lack of interest. But you see, even if the mind has the interest and there's no sensation to increase the arousal, to increase the excitement, then it makes the sexual affair, not comfortable. Please, if you have a comment, write on the comment section. You can still write to me on WhatsApp, messages or voicemail. We can attend to you free of charge. When you go to our description section, we will always indicate there how you can be of support to us financially. There are links for either mobile money or PayPal or credit cards or any of the ways. Please, you will get it. You can support anytime so we can grow. But we can always consult you one-on-one, free of charge. Okay, the numbers 694 35 3141. If you are out of Cameroon, always start with +237. Thank you. God bless you.